Who's gonna win?
One favor I ask. If you see Commander Attius, kill him.
Commander Attius is down the hall. He tortured us. He needs to pay.
It's a damn mind you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you? Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that, not around Argella. Poor thing. There's no telling what these twisted imperial bastards might have done with King Eamond's corpse. He was about to be entombed here when the garrison fell, of course. The royal crypt. All of Bangkorai's rulers are buried there, to keep eternal vigil and such. The Imperials are doing something horrific in there. It's where they've formed their last line of defense. Whatever they're doing, I need you to stop them. East, across the bridge behind me. They're just throwing conscripts at us to keep us from getting across. They'll run out of fodder eventually. But if you'll lead the charge across on your way to the crypt, we can take the bridge now.
Ah! King's champion is coming, Magus General. Shall we make an example of this fool?
He hears voices in his head.
Yes, of course. Dark is Thank you for this honor, Magus General. Glory to the Empire. Garrison is ours. You imbeciles will soon witness the Empire's true strength.
Covenant cannot escape my wrath. You will see soon enough.
When you went below into the crypts, this foul, icy fog rolled in. The earth shook, and those dolmen emerged from the ground beneath our feet. We retreated here to await your return. The rest you can clearly see. I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. I'll let you lead on this one. A wise leader knows how to delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms. What could be more kingly?
Bangkorai is mine, mortal. You cannot possibly protect it. King and Queen will soon be slaves in Cold Harbor.
And death. But the chains are broken! The Garrison is ours! Mark my words, this victory will go down in the history books. This is the day the Empire began to crumble.
Knights of St. Pelin, many of your brothers and sisters died here. But this was the purchase of their sacrifice. Be grateful and be proud!
We have the bastards on the run now. Come, Argella. Come, experience the joy of watching your enemies flee from battle.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we could retake the garrison. I expected to die here. I was even looking forward to it. But my heart is filled with happiness right now. Not for myself, but for the people of Evermore. Well, of course the war is far from over, but we've won a crucial battle. Definitely gave the Imperials a black eye. And Evermore is safe. I should return there, but I have a feeling Emmerich will want to press on to liberate southern Bangkorai. Whether it's wise or not isn't for me to say. All I can say is that if Emmerich wants to push on, I hope you will go with him. It's clear that any undertaking you're a part of is more than likely to succeed.
We gave the Imperials a healthy kick in the buttocks, didn't we? I bet they don't stop running until they're behind the walls of Harlin's Stand. We will have to go after them, of course. For one thing, I still haven't seen Septima. I just have to find out how the years have treated the old girl. There's also the matter of liberating southern Bangkorai. It's Covenant territory, you know. One grain of sand at a time, my friend. It's true we don't have the troops to go traipsing off into the desert, but one person can scout Harlin's Stand and see if Septima's there. If only... Of course, you can go to Harlin's Stand. Fabulous idea. Yes, my friend. The key to driving the Imperials out of southern Bangkorai will be finding and eliminating the Magus General. If you'll track Septima down, we'll be halfway done. It's a magnificent city right in the middle of nowhere. Only the gods know why the Red Guards even built it. But it's changed hands many times over the century. Not a subject to bring up when you have Faharajad and Argella in the same room. Queen Argella, of course. It's part of Bangkorai. Come to think of it, I don't even know why Faharajad wants it. Doesn't he have enough desert cities? You'd think he'd be lobbying for more territory in the wetlands for Mara's sake. I believe they were aiming to conquer all Bangkorai, but we've shown them that that's not going to happen. Septima's likely plotting revenge now, but who knows? Her family's so corrupt with power and necromancy, their motives hardly make sense anymore. Ha ha ha. Sweet Septima. I may have mentioned before, I actually met her when I was just coming of age, tagging along with my father to Cyrodiil. I took quite a fancy to her, but she mocked my advances most. My father was just a merchant lord from Cumberland, come to kiss the Emperor's ring. I didn't realize it, but I was hardly a match for a Tharn. Even back then, Abner Tharn would never have allowed his niece to be courted by someone like me.
That lunatic woman. Sepp himself wouldn't step in her shadow. I'd stay off this path, lest she demand some humiliating task from you. A madwoman named Lady Laurent. She hired me and the Alakir to guide her through the desert, but this is as far as I go for her. She's already lost one of her traveling companions. I won't be the victim of her next accident. Ask her. I didn't stick around to hear her explanations. Though excuses would be a better word. Everything is somebody else's fault. Huh.
My expedition is ruined. One catastrophe after another. Oh, hello. You wouldn't happen to be interested in performing a few light duties, would you? I'm in need of a temporary assistant. I'm conducting research into ancient Yokuden ruins to see what light they cast on modern Redguard society. Fascinating, but not without peril. An alchemical experiment led to my assistant becoming, incapacitated. But I hope to recover him. Oh, quite. Stibbons should recover once I reverse the process. All my supplies are at my new camp, through these ruins. We'll need to get some things here, then go to my first camp at the dig site, which, unfortunately, has been overrun by goblins. Goblins? Certainly not. I've been studying the local gargoyles. I believe they're the key to certain Yokuden myths and legends. It's my own theory. Now, I'll need you to retrieve my supplies, and then perform Stibbons' duties in his absence. My alchemical gear is at the new camp through these ruins. You'll have to find where Stibbons set it up. Be careful with it. It's delicate. Once you've collected that, we'll move on to the old camp. Let's get on with it, shall we? Stibbons isn't going to revive himself. Yes, most satisfactory. Stibbons would have dusted them off as well, but one mustn't be choosy, must one? Now, off to our first camp at the dig site, where we'll find my man Stibbons. Shall we? I'm back, Stibbins. Glad to see you haven't run off anywhere. What a hodgepodge. How is one supposed to find anything in here? Please, pay me no mind. I didn't expect to react so strongly to seeing poor Stibbins in this state. Now, where did he put those notes? I suppose you should know the truth. Ancient inscriptions here described some unique alchemical processes, which I tried to duplicate. I fear I succeeded all too well, and Stibbins's unfortunate condition is the result. Yes, but I'm certain I can restore him if we find his, my notes. Stibbins put them in a safe place somewhere in this camp. I'm sure you can find them. You're ever so handy at that sort of thing. Julianos' little teapot. Where could they be? Oh, praise the divines. You're a lifesaver, Stibbins. Whatever your name is. At any rate, give me a moment to read these over, and I'll know what I need next. Ah, yes. Now I recall how it was. Stendar smite them. The goblins took my reagents. Would serve them right if they ate them, the wretches. That gives me an idea. I need to develop an antidote for the Yokuden Stoneflesh potion. And to be safe, I'll need to test it on other research subjects before applying it to Stibbins. So I need the original reagents back so I can make more. So we can use it on the goblins, of course. Once they're petrified, they'll be the test subjects for my antidote. Let's go recover my reagents from those beasts. Then I must check my notes against the Yokuden inscriptions, if I can find them again. Let's get on with it, shall we? Stibbins isn't going to revive himself. These writings are very old indeed. How gratifying. Oh, this is a curious one. I must have missed it on my first pass. I'll have this in an instant. You're rather useful in your own way. Meritorious work. Now, according to my notes, I just need to combine these reagents and shake the vial. Indeed it is. It's up to you to administer it, of course. You should probably pour it into whatever noisome slumgullion they're brewing up in those cookpots. While you're attending to that, I'll consult with our hireling guide. Oh yes, his name's Mare. He's rather a crazy old hermit, but he certainly knows his way around these old Yokuden ruins. He lives in a nearby cave overlooking the ruins. Hermit's Climb, they call it. I tried, but he refused to go near the goblins. Besides, he's quite mad. He's become entirely preoccupied with some ancient Yokuden riddle. You'll see when you meet him. Perhaps you'll be able to talk some sense into him.
Still as the stone that walks. Yes. They remember, you know. They carry their histories etched in their flesh. Hearken, Wayfarer. They were here before the walls rose, and they are here after. And yet some mock these lowly creatures for worshipping them. What folly! The flying stones hold the secret you seek. In their unyielding flesh, that is not. There are no dunes without wind. Yet, when the wind is gone, the dune remains, eh? Tongues of stone, young seeker.
You see? Quite maddening. And all I have to go on are these similarly arcane inscriptions from the ruins. The Yokuden inscriptions are mysterious. Frankly, I'm baffled by them. But Mare has dropped hints that he knows what they mean. I'm sure he could tell me what I want to know, if I could only figure out how to give him what he wants. He wants the answer to the riddle of the inscriptions. He'll tell me my answer if I'll give him his answer, or something like that. It's maddening. Stibbons would know what to do, I'm sure. He was always good at seeing what's right in front of me. They contain the key to the antidote for my stoneflesh potion. Somehow, the gargoyles inspired the early Redguards to experiment with their own flesh and bone. If I could only understand their cryptic inscriptions, I could master their alchemy.
You have answers. Answers are more to me than water. Answers! Answers! A riddle? No. The riddle. The one these ruins whisper every night. The one that hums through the walls when the sun beats upon them. You know whereof I speak. You've read the 3 inscriptions. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? No, you are blithering! Concentrate, Seeker. Ignore the importunities of the hovering eyes of flame, as I do. No, do you think I have not thought of that? Codswallop! Invert your air. Yes, that's it. The breeze. The breath of Tava. Ah, devious Sep, you wind a fateful path in this desert. Here then is your answer. Within the maw and between the teeth. The gargoyle cannot hide its mortality forever.
The tongue, of course! Ugh, how very disgusting. Arkay's beard. Could anything be more disgusting than this gargoyle's tongue? Oh, one must make the best of it, I suppose. Now, how to prepare the antidote. That's why I had you dose the goblin's stew. Do pay attention. Several of them must have been petrified by now. I've prepared several versions of the antidote. I'll need you to apply it to the petrified goblins and record the results. I shall have to somehow drag Stibbins back to the other camp. It's a bother, but there's no help for it. Once you've observed the results of your trials, meet me back there with your report. That data should enable me to concoct the final antidote.